Oh, hello. Ugh. Hey, Taylor. Yeah, I think I got it now. I think I got where I want it to be. The only dramatic thing that really happened, there was a movie on here that was like number 13 previously, and this time it's not even on the top 20. I still like the movie, but like after really thinking about it, I haven't watched it in ages. And like there are other movies on this list that I haven't watched in a very long time. But like I know if I fucking watch that movie, it's gonna be like fucking it's gonna bring me back. But the one I put it in honorable mentions. So I put it in honorable mentions, so I'll tell you about it when I get there. Because some of the honorable mentions are let's see here. 3 of the honorable mentions were ones that were on the list last time that did not make it this time. In fact, and one of them is one that I almost put on the list this time, but I didn't for obvious reasons, as you'll know once you see the movie. I almost put it on at number 20, but then I was like, no, and I put something else because Although all the honorable mentions can kind of fluctuate between 20 and 18, pretty much. No, 20 and 19. But oh yeah, I forgot to ask. Like you said the other night, you and Death Punch. No, I'm referring to Taylor. You and Death Punch were sick. Like, what was wrong? Like, takes her a few to type. So there it is. Did you see the poster for the Royal Rumble? Yeah. And just felt kind of black. I know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that feeling. You know. I think I called in the pizza one time because I was just like, "Fuck this, blah." I'm not going in. You know. And going back to Royal Rumble real quick, man, I watched the AAA show after getting off here last night. I was like, oh, that'll be fun to watch while I'm high. That was probably the worst AAA show I've watched since WWE took over. The main event was good, but like everything else, I was just like, oh, come on, guys. I feel like WWE is phoning it in now. They need to step it up. Man, they're real hit and miss with me. Some things I'm like, this is really good. And some things I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You know? Like, I don't know. Like, I think giving the title to Drew was a step in the right direction. I think that was interesting. You know? Don't get me wrong, one of my bucket list items is to go to the WrestleMania. Believe it or not, my bucket list items are like go to WrestleMania. I just want to go to a World Series game just to be like, I was at a World Series game. Don't give a fuck who's playing. Just to be like, I was at a World Series game. Technically, I can check off Super Bowl in a weird way. I didn't see any fucking football, but I was there, you know. But like WrestleMania is a big one for me because I've always grew up watching wrestling. But like now, like they're like the closest they're coming is Minneapolis. Like hey Death Punch. They've thrown out the idea for a WrestleMania in Minneapolis. They're doing SummerSlam, but I'm just like, if I go to a fucking WWE show, all right, I'm not sitting in the nosebleeds. I'm sorry, that sounds very prudish of me and shit like that, you know. But I'm also not gonna be like it's front row or nothing. You know, but like I at least want a decent seat. And even the decent seats now are like fucking $2,000-$3,000. And I'm just like, fuck, I can't even get a decent seat now. And depending on the event, even the fucking nosebleed seats are fucking $3,000. You know, so it's just like I think I can finally cross like fucking WrestleMania off the fucking bucket list and shit. Yeah, there's actually people during WrestleMania now who fucking just buy the nosebleeds and then end up watching it on their subscription because it's just that's how fucking far away they are. Which at that point it's just like, why even go? You know? And the thing is, I blame it all on Justice. That's the reason why, because I would have been at one of the most like fucking uh, uh, coolest WWE events ever, and that motherfucker fucked me. Back in 2000, WWE came to Raleigh, North Carolina. SummerSlam 2000, and big event, man. They were going to have the first ever. I know you're not a big wrestling fan, but trust me, wrestling fans will understand this. They were having the first ever TLC match. They were fucking doing. It was Shane McMahon versus Steve Blackman. If you've ever seen that match, some crazy shit happens in that match. So, me and Justice didn't think anything about it. We're just like, cool, they're coming to Raleigh, like whatever. I get a call from Justice on the day of the fucking event. Mind you, I've never been to a wrestling event. Huge fucking fan, drive my family crazy with it. Justice says, hey, can you get $40? And I'm like, why is that? And he's just like, they have tickets at the arena for as low as $40. My dad is gonna fucking take me. So if you can get $40, we'll drive you. You just need to get the ticket money. I was like, all right, give me some time. Click, hang up. I go down the hall. My mom's there and her boyfriend at the time. Technically a family friend, but she hadn't talked to him in years. But he became a family friend at this point because he's been with the family so long. His name was Duke. Anyway, so I go down. I was like, hey, is there any way I could get $40? They're like, the fuck for what? You know? And I explained the situation at hand, and like my mom didn't get it for some reason. She was like, you mean like we give you $40, y'all are gonna go someplace and watch it on a screen? And I'm like, what is this, 1984? Like, what are we doing? Closed circuit fucking television? What are we doing? No, we're gonna go see it live. Like, we're fucking going to see it. And she was like, oh, and she was just like, I don't think I have $40 though. I was like, all right, I'll go call and let them know. And I go, I'm about, and she goes, wait, hold on. Duke ended up giving me the fucking money. So I was like, fucking A. So I got the money. Fucking I zoomed to go call him and shit. Dude, I got the money. And he's like, okay, but a slight change of plans. I was like, all right, what's up? And he's like, my dad's actually going to get the $60 tickets and everything. To me, that didn't mean dick. That didn't mean dick to me. You know? I was like, that's cool, man. Like, all right, I'll just get the 40 and everything. I can 60. I'll just meet y'all later. And they're like, no. If you can't get the 60, then, you can't come. I was like, what do you mean? Fucking y'all get y'all seats. Fucking I'll get the $40 seat and everything. We just meet back at the car later and shit. Fucking, because I can't get the 60, man. I barely got the 40 and shit. If we can't sit together, that's fine. Everything, man. I can fucking sit in my little $40 seat and fucking watch a show and shit. Whatever. They're like, no, my dad doesn't want to. My dad's gonna end up being responsible for you, and like if something happens to you and shit. I'm like, I'm a big boy, right? I can do. I'm saying I'm a big boy as I'm fucking crying because I can't go to SummerSlam now. I'm a big boy. I can take care of myself, So fucking. Anyway, this goes back and forth, and I go back and I give the money back to Duke, and they're like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "They're getting like $60 tickets, and fucking they said I can't fucking come, and unless I get the $60 ticket because he's responsible for me." And I tried saying, basically I told you, and they're just like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry," I knew they didn't have the fucking extra 20, so I fucking never let Justice down on that. I never let him down on that. It's in our podcast episode. But like I never let him down on that rat bastard. Because I just looked at it as more like me and my mom went to a movie. She's going to go see something else. I'm going to go see something else. We meet up later. That's the way I looked at it, just with more people. Get your little fucking $60 seats and shit. I'll get my $40 seat and I'll fucking meet y'all at the car. I know how to find a parking lot and shit. That's the way I looked at it. But like they're just like, no, we can't do. Your sister have 20. Was Miss working at the time? I don't know if she was working at the gas station. She eventually started working at a gas station because I don't know if I told you this before, but my sister once had to fight off like a fucking attacker because she worked at a gas station. She had to fight off an attacker one time. She was in the newspaper and shit. Yeah, my sister used to work midnight shift, which she does now. She works midnight shift at the fucking post office. So anyway, she used to work midnight shift at a gas station. I don't remember. I'd have to ask her. I'd have to ask her, but she worked midnight shift, and like they had the walk-in beer cooler shit, So, she's in there doing her fucking job, and shit. And some guy came in, and she said she felt kind of funny, like the guy was giving her bad vibes. So, like she's doing her job, all of a sudden the guy grabbed her from behind. Now, I know people say this in like a derogatory way, but like my sister can do this, and she did in this moment. But my sister, who's autistic, by the way, literally got what they call retard strength, because like she threw her fucking arms open and threw this guy off of her and shit, and like the guy apparently was like half drunk or some shit like that. But she was like yelling at him to get off of her and shit. Guy just fucking took off and shit. So then she had to call the cops and everything. It was kind of fucked up, Yeah, the adrenaline, but you know how people call it like retard strength because they're autistic and everything, you know. I've seen my sister do it before. Like get that strength, you know. I've seen it before too, so yeah. So I know she was interviewed for the paper or some shit. Or I don't know. It was so long ago, I don't even remember that much from it. She'd have a better recollection of it than I do. This is how my memory works. The gas station that my sister worked at, behind it used to be a Winn-Dixie. And this is how I just remembered this story. Let me tell you how much of a fat ass Justice used to be. So, when they first opened that fucking Winn-Dixie, it was like brand new. Now it's like a fucking beauty college. But when it was a Winn-Dixie, there was one weekend where like I was staying with Justice and shit, right? So we go to that Winn-Dixie. And his mom is like, all right, y'all can pick out some snacks and shit for the weekend, some drinks and everything. So I don't even know what I got. I think I got some pretzels, something. I don't know. Justice ends up getting one of those like Pepperidge Farm fucking cake in a box. You know what I mean? The ones that are like in the freezer section. You know, it's like coconut cake in a box. You know, so I don't even know if they still make them. I don't see them anymore. But you get one of them, you get some other shit and everything. This is shit that we're going to eat at the house for the weekend. Okay. His mom pays for it and everything. I say thank you because she fucking bought it for me and everything. But we're walking out in the car. Justice is digging through the bag. She pulls out not like a Slim Jim. I don't even know if he bought some, but you get my point. Not a Slim Jim, not a fucking candy bar, not a can of soda. He pulls out the fucking Pepperidge Farm fucking box cake, rips the corner off of it, and just starts, reaching his hand inside the box and just. And I'm just looking. I was a big boy too, but like I'm just looking at him like. I'm like, dude, I mean, we lived in the country, but I was just like, dude, we're not that far from your fucking house, right? Like, you're not going to starve. I don't know why you needed to bust open a fucking Pepperidge Farm cake right now, man. Like, bro, we could have bought a candy bar or a fucking Slim Jim or something. It wasn't that fucking important, man. It baffled me. Hell no, I didn't eat any. He'd reach it in there. Not even like, he didn't even like fucking like, like the fucking Pepperidge Farm thing. They have like that little fucking, where is it? Hold on. Ah, here it is. They have this little fucking thing. The little fucking, where you can tuck that shit back in. No, he didn't even use that, man. He just fucking tore off the fucking, and just, I'm like, dude, we're not gonna, we have plenty of shit for the weekend. man, we're gonna be okay, man. Like, oh man, he's a wild one, man. Don't fat shame him. Oh no, he knows. He knows. He should be shameful. I'm like, if you're gonna eat a fucking whole Pepperidge Farm cake with your fucking hands, can you at least do it in the privacy of your home and not in the parking lot of a goddamn Winn-Dixie? That's good. That's good. I like that. Exactly, man. Like, if you needed the Pepperidge Farm cake, like, we didn't even make it to the car. Like, we're pushing the cart out, and he's like, I'm like, dude, like, you know, I'm like, is there anything you want to talk about or anything? Like, did he have any? No, fuck no, we didn't have any girls. I don't know what, I don't know if I've ever given the fucking portrayal that me and Justice were ever, like, popular in high school, but if I did, I apologize. Because that was never my intention. Like me, like if there was like a celebrity tier list in fucking high school, I was on the D list, barely, mind you. Justice was probably like on the B list. He was up there a little bit, depending on the crowd he hung out with, you know. But yeah, I was nowhere near fucking anything. I was like a step away from like the people they fucking spit on, you know, like. Trying to think of something else. Then, oh, here we go. Never forget the stairs in the window to the. Well, it wasn't the girls' locker room. It was the fucking It was like a bathroom. Yeah, and Justice fucking tricked me into that one. Dumbass. Fucking idiot. Then if you average it out, the two of you together were a solid C list. Yeah, pretty much. You know, like, because like I would hang out because like Justice was a grade under me. Because again, we met each other on the bus, so like that's how like I ended up hanging out with like people under my grade and shit because Justice was a grade under me. So when I was in ninth grade, he was still in middle school. So like, you know, I didn't really have anybody fucking really to hang out with in high school. I had a couple people, but not really. A couple Dustin Diamonds. So like when I finally, you know, became a sophomore, that's when Justice came, but then I was moving that year. I knew that was my last year in North Carolina. I just stayed till I could do Greece. But then, yeah, me and Justice actually ended up in a couple classes. Oh, no, we ended up in one class, I think. Or was it two? Didn't we have another class together? I know we had drama together, obviously. But then we have another one? I feel like we're in another class and I fucking forgot it. But I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember. But And then we strangely ended up with lunch together. You know, which I didn't call that one. I think I told it in the Grease episode. If I didn't, here's the story. I'm going to say no, and here's why. I think he did it because, it was something fun to do. But there was this is a story that was told to me. I'm not making this up. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, he's just saying that story." This is a story that was told to me. When I moved out of there, some of the people who were in that same drama class that we did Grease went on to the next year, obviously, and the play that they were doing was The Wizard of Oz. And, rehearsals, all that shit. And apparently one day there was this conversation between people, and, Justice was there, and, obviously, like I said, I did say in that episode of the podcast, and that is at one time in that classroom of Grease, everybody at one time or another pissed me off. Whether it be something minor, whether it be something major, except for two people, and that was Justice and probably Brandon. Everybody else at one time or another, I'm just like, I'm gonna fuck. One day I left school because I said if I came to drama class, I was gonna kill someone, not metaphorically, because we had a class together at the beginning of the day, and she fucked with me in that class, and I was like, if I show up at fucking drama, I will fucking kill you. And I fucking went to the office. I called for a ride home, and I left. But anyway, the conversation that Justice was having, they were talking about dedication for whatever fucking reason, and apparently one of the guys that I didn't get along with looked at Justice and was just like, who was really dedicated to all this shit? Will. And I was like, did he really say that? He was like, yeah. I was like, you're fucking with me, right? He was like, no, I swear, he really said that. I was like, I'll be damned. Because like at one time, acting was the dream. Acting, being in movies was a dream. So like I was really into it. It was when I moved to Houston and they put me in this drama class that was just like, this is the idea of this class to suck all the fucking fun out of acting? Because if that's the idea, I should be passing with flying colors. That's pretty much when I gave up on that, So the short answer to your question, I would say no. I mean, did he like it? Yeah, I think he liked acting and shit. But did he like it as much as me at the time? No. Like I actually took the time back then to actually write a character backstory. So like, why did Duty become a fucking T-Bird? Like I actually took time to write a character backstory to figure out what the hell was going on with him. It wasn't good at the time. Probably now I could come up with something way better. But yeah, the advanced drama class, yeah, which I mean, it had its merits, but like one day, like something fun that they took out of it was like one day. Like I was an understudy for one of the main leads, and like the play was boring. It was fucking dull, and the only good shit that happened was at the end. So I was like, whatever. Anyway, one of the girls didn't show up that day for rehearsals. She was sick, and she played like this real like Southern type of girl, like I'd really like to be a part of that. Like that type of fucking girl and shit. And they're like, well, who's going to play fucking her part today and shit like that? And I was like, I'll do it. I'll do it. I can just read the book and shit. And they're like, oh, Will, fucking you're being silly. The next thing they see me with like the fucking like the florist apron on. I'm carrying the fucking basket and shit. That's when they found out I was serious. Like, I was really about to just, like, hop into the park and be like, hey, somebody needs to fucking do it and shit. So they saw me with the flower basket because the character carries a flower basket. I have the fucking apron on and shit. I got the bonnet hat on, like the flower bonnet and shit. I'm ready to go and shit. They're like, no, we're not doing this. No, we'll go sit in the back, take off the costume, and we'll give it to somebody else. You just be understudy for fun. I was like, man, this is why there's no fucking fun, man. You know? Yeah, hey, Jennifer. Never took drama. I was a music nerd. I did try taking a music appreciation class, but they can never get enough people to sign up for it for me to take it. So there went that. Oh, yeah, man. I had the fucking flower hat on, man. The fucking apron, the basket. I was ready to go, man. Just to fill in for that day. Just to have some fun with it, man. Like, you know. Oh, no, Lord. I don't believe I could do that, mister. You know, I was ready and shit. And they're just like, we're not doing this. No, Will. I was like, what? Who else is going to fucking do it? You know? They're like, anybody but you. You know? I was like, man, you suck, man. I mean, I just took them like, what, 20 minutes ago or something like that? It's a mixture of lemon berry squeeze Hawaiian punch and Starburst lemon. I did finish the list. I did. I like it. I like the updated list. I got the ones that like I forgot to include before. I like it. That's why I was just like, yeah, let's do it then. Plus, I'm a looser. Was in here fishing for my top 3 last night, so I figured, why not? Although I think they're asking for alternative reasons, but whatever. He hasn't been he or she hasn't been an asshole, so I guess we can let him hang. You know. Can we watch Hoarders? Who's watching Hoarders? Did you record unnecessary commentary? See, okay, what happened with that was I woke up at like 11 today, and tomorrow is going to be like negative fucking 3, right? So I was like, I got to go out today and get gas before tomorrow, you know? So I woke up and I was like, all right, I got to fucking go get gas. Got to go get gas. Got to go get gas. 12 o'clock hit, and I was like, all right, time to leave, you know? I woke up at like 11. I sat here for about an hour. Got to go get gas. I was just like, you know what? I could just say fucking just wait till I get off work Tuesday, you know? So, because I can't go tomorrow. It's going to be like negative fucking 3, you know? So then I was like, all right, so now I just got to go fucking record and everything. I got the live set up and everything. I can just go down and record and everything. But I was really comfortable. So I was just like, you know what? I felt like that Oprah meme where it was just like, that can wait till Monday. That can wait till Monday. Everything can wait till Monday. So, yeah. They seem genuinely interested in what you have to say. I've been keeping, yeah, but they didn't show up until them other fuckers were showing up. So I'm on the fence, you know. I got a new heating pad with my Amazon gift card. Man, they came out with a Pop-Tarts heating pad, but it's one of those ones you put in the microwave, man. I'm fucking mad. Time is just fun. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Okay, sorry. See, what happened was, yeah, that's how I felt with this situation. I was like, see, what happened was, I was going to, you know, now I got that song stuck. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea, fly like an eagle, and my spirit. Okay. They told me at work one day that they want to take me out to karaoke. I was like, why? And they're just like, oh, you know, like every fucking song on the radio. Whether you hate it or you don't, you know every fucking song on the radio. We need to take you out to karaoke one night. I was like, nah, I don't want to embarrass you. No. Let's play the card game we played while we have people here. What card game did we play last time? I don't even fucking remember, man. Oh, was it Bad People After Dark? You should go. It's fun. Goldfish? Go fish. We're playing Jen. Oh, well, Jen. Yeah, we can do a couple rounds before I start the top 20, I guess. Yes, see what I haven't played Goldfish. It's Go Fish. That's another one of my favorite jokes I did. Hey, I didn't think it was gonna work because I was just like, why would he just say go fish? And I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna do it. Nah, just go fish. Go fish. We're playing Jen. Oh, well, Jen. um, most likely to invest their savings, in a glow in the dark nipple tassel startup. Jennifer. I'm not even gonna get the board tonight. I'm just gonna fucking. Yeah, probably me. Yeah, that'd be some. Like, Will, we're gonna do a glow in the dark nipple tass up. I'm like, no, thank you. They're like, you get to pick the women. I'm like, all right, I'm in. You son of a bitch, I'm in. That's where they get me. Okay, now I'm gonna read the whole question before y'all fucking answer. Because I swear to God, who will be the most difficult old person to be around? Elijah. DP, Leo, Elijah. See, that's why I wanted to emphasize old, because I was just like, you fuckers say me on this one. See, I knew somebody was going to say my ass, man. I was like, man, fuck y'all, man. Most likely to have a secret sexual fetish. Fucking all of us. All of us have our thing. present. So that's what I'm like, fucking everybody. Everybody has their thing. Who has slept with someone in the shortest amount of time after meeting them? Diana. Oh, fuck. I said it as a joke. I didn't expect her to say herself. That was just. Like, what's I'm kind of curious what Diana's criteria is. You know? The guy's just like, I like WWE. She's just like, fucking drop them. You know? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. If we were if we were all in prison, who would rise to prison gang leader? Fucking Death Punch. The fuck me? No, fuck no, not me. I'll be in the fucking fetal position in my cell. I was thinking Erica too. Oh yeah, me. If we were all stand-up comedians, who would get the least amount of laughs? Fucking Jennifer. Damn, we all had a different answer for that one. Death Punch said himself. Diana said Leo, which, you know what, that's a good answer thinking about it. Because that motherfucker just says the wildest shit. You know? Because, like, the shit he says it like he believes it. And shit. Like, he actually thought that they were coming out with a State Farm movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And shit. Jason? Oh, man. I kind of want to change my answer now. Because that's a solid fucking answer. You know? I am changing I'm switching my answer from Jennifer to Jason. Because, like, even if Jennifer were to try stand-up comedy, some fucking poor fucker would laugh at a joke of her just because she's pretty. So, like, at least she has that going for her. You know? So I think fucking, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with Jason. Leo would get laughs because of the absurdity of the fucking shit he would say out of his mouth. You know? Me, I could probably get a couple genuine laughs in there. Then I would get some horrific looks. You know? Like, did he just say that? You know, that'd be mine. Yeah, you know, I'm going to go with Jason. Yeah. What? I fucking wish I was in. No, like, okay. No, here's the story with that. So, you know, he was like, I heard that there was a State Farm movie. Now, in my brain, I heard that they were doing a State Farm commercial and shit like that. And, you know, so I was like, oh, yeah, they're doing like a movie trailer and shit like that. Here, let's watch it. You know? So I bring up the commercial, which is a minute long. And Leo's like, when's it coming out? And I'm like, fuck you talking about? When's it coming out? We just watched it, motherfucker. And he's like, no, but like, when's the movie coming out? And I'm like, now I'm confused because I'm like, did we not just watch this shit? You know, like I'm really fucking confused now. He was just like, he's like, no, but I mean like the full thing. I'm like, motherfucker, you realize that it's just a commercial, right? He's like, yeah, but they said it's gonna be a movie. I'm like, you know, so that's why I'm like, at least like Leo would probably get some laughs out of the absurdity of the shit he's saying. I don't think Jason would get any laughs. You'd hear that like, you know. If I was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, who's the last person I'd call as a lifeline? I don't know. This would depend on the question. Depends on what type of question I'd be delivered here. If it was a movie question, then like fuck, I'm not calling Jason. If it's a movie question, I'd be like, well, it's about fucking movies, so I shouldn't call movie fan. If it's about citrus fruits, then you know I'll call Death Punch. If it's about the outdoors, then you know I'd call Elijah. You know, if it were about fucking carpentry or cleaning of carpentry, then I would fucking call Leo. You know, if it were about fat ass fucking titties, then I would call Jennifer. Just, I was preparing that delivery in my head, and okay, all right. Okay. Who will be the next person to get punched in the face? Probably me. But fuck what I said. You have to admit the delivery was pretty funny. Come on, give me the delivery. Most likely to choose to never have sex again for $1 million. Oh, fucking sign me up. Fucking, it's been 6 years. Why not? Fucking, why not, man? And there it is, 50 minutes in. I'm mainly laughing at the delivery, not even what I said. It's mainly the. Oh shit! If we were all on Survivor, who would be the first person voted off the island? Jason. That'd be the part of the fucking show where like the cameras would follow like me and other people to the fucking woods. I'm like, listen, guys, listen. I think we need to get together and everything. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, listen, we can win this thing, but I'm not gonna listen to him talking about jerking off the cornfields for the next 30 fucking days. So listen, y'all can come after me later. But right now, I want to get rid of him. And then, right, you know what? I'll tell you straight up. I found the hidden immunity idol. You know what? I found it. So you know what? If you go for me tonight, I'm just going to play it. So let's just go for Jason right now, and then we can go for me later. How about that? You know, that'd be my plan. That'd be my fucking move right out the gate. Most likely to become a liability after 2 drinks. That's me. Is that an actual thing here? This guy? Yeah, he used to say it all the fucking time. You're like, you know what my favorite part of Jeepers Creepers 2 is? It's where that girl is in the fucking cornfield. I jerk off to it. I'm like, oh my God. That's why when like fucking Elijah does like his little shout out thing, there's a fucking corn emoji next to his. Leo, because he doesn't drink. But if he drink, yeah, I'm a lightweight, man. I swear, man. I had me fucking like 2 Smirnoff Ice, and I'm just like, ooh, hey, everybody. How we doing? Put that 3rd one in me. I'm just like, all right, guys. How we doing tonight? You know, like I get fucking, whew. Yeah, fucking, you know, he's a character. Most likely to get upset playing bad people. I think that was me one night. No, we were playing. No, that was fucking Priorities we were playing. I got mad. No, fuck you. It was Priorities we were playing that made me mad, not bad people. No, fuck you too. I thought it was bad people we were playing that made me mad, but no, it was Priorities. If it hasn't happened yet, give it a matter of time. I think that was me then. Oh no, yours was fucking. I don't remember the game, but it was trivia related because that's where Trivia Gate came from. Oh, most likely to blame their shit personality on their zodiac sign. Taylor. Yeah, I stopped the whole live because of fucking Priorities one night. I was like, all right, I don't want to play no more. Good night. I'd bet a good fucking $20 that Jason doesn't know what a zodiac sign is. Nah, Taylor does them fucking tarot cards and all that bullshit. I feel like she would be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking Leo. I'm sorry, whatever she is. I don't know what the fuck she is. You know, but like, I'm sorry. I'm a Sagittarius. I didn't mean that. You know, I have a feeling she'd be that fucking person. You know, let's ask him the next time he comes in. All right. That's basically saying I have a shit personality. No. I mean, come on, it's the artist live here. I mean, this is the land of the misfit toys. I mean, come on. You know, who would give the worst lap dance? Death Punch. Oh, you said fuck y'all, me? Nah, fucking, I'd be giving y'all some fucking lap dances, man. Fucking, man. See, you want it, but you can't have it. Most likely to have a midlife crisis. Like, did Diana just come for fucking blood tonight? Diana, I think every question that's been thrown out tonight, Diana has said fucking me. She was like, I am just gonna fucking poke the fucking bear tonight, bro. Fuck. But I think she's right though. I think it would be me. What is the definition of a midlife crisis, though? What is it? She's on a revenge story. Yeah, I know, right? Fuck. Here, just for shiggles, I'm not even gonna read this. Usually, I screen the questions before I fucking. I don't even know what this is. Most likely to get too kinky on a first date hookup. I should have screened that first. All right, just making sure. Okay, wait a minute. Why not me though? I could get a little kinky too. Hey, it was nice meeting you. Let me pay for the date. Hey, do you like handcuffs? You don't fucking know me. Furry pink handcuffs. Yeah. I don't know if I still have those. If I decided to rob a bank, who's the last person I'd choose to help me? Fucking Diana? Yeah, let's see how we like that. Yeah. Who would be the worst teammate on the Amazing Race? Diana. Least likely to give up their seat on the bus for an elderly person? Diana. Who leaves the smallest tips at restaurants? Diana. Who has the best chance of cheating a lie detector test? No. You're not getting that one. You know? Most likely to drown a baby in her own spit. Fucking Diana. I'm kidding on that last one. It doesn't say anything. It said create your own card. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It doesn't say that. I'm kidding. Bruh. Oh, shit. Alright, let's put that away. Got a little speed round out of that. Yeah, not so fun when every answer's you, is it? And then when it comes to a sex one, she's like, oh yeah, Leo. Leo, sure. I'm like, what the fuck? Why not me? All right, let me get the old Google machine here because one of the first top 20s I did for you guys was just something I thought of on a whim. And it was my top 20 favorite movies of all time. And it was fun to do. It was a lot of fun to do and everything. And then we did more top 20s and everything like that. Some worked, some didn't. And in doing so, I was like, man, I left off quite a few movies that were my favorite fucking movies of all time. You know? And, I've been wanting to go back and recalibrate this whole list. And I finally fucking did it. It took 7 months, but I finally did it. And I figured Sunday night, everything, just kick back, relax and everything. Since, Sunday kind of been working out again, but it's never a guarantee. I just kind of felt like doing it tonight. I had nothing better to do. So I figured we go ahead and fucking look at, again, the recalibrated fucking favorite 20 movies and everything like that. Maybe I might find a story or two that I haven't told you guys or anything, or hell, you might have forgotten the ones from before. So, all right. So here we go. Number 20 is, I think previously, this was higher and it just kind of moved down, but it's a movie that really opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. But when you hear the word documentary, people immediately, if you were to do word association with people, if you probably say documentary, a lot of people are going to say the word boring. And that's true with something. There are just straightforward documentaries and everything where it's just like back in 1942 during World War II, and that's the documentaries I grew up with. When you had to sit in school and watch, you're like, oh, there's the TV and everything. And then it's just back in 1942 when we stormed the beaches of Normandy. And then it's just, teacher smacks you on the back of that. But this was something that, it actually was informative, but also entertaining. So, my favorite 20 favorite movie. Besides me. Well, yeah, there is a sequel, but sequel, nah. Unfortunately, Morgan Spurlock, who directed it and everything, passed away, a couple of years ago. But this right here and Fast Food Nation, excuse me, are the reasons why. There was a 10-year period in my life where I didn't eat beef from fast food establishments, Wendy's, fucking McDonald's, fucking. None of that shit, man, because this movie really opened my eyes to that shit. And yeah, they came out later and said some facts were fudged and everything, but it's still, even when you look past the fudged facts and everything, it's still an entertaining movie. Yeah, it's kind of like Michael Moore's movies. I mean, they've said that most of his movies are fudged facts and everything like that, but it's still an entertaining movie. Regardless of how you look at it and everything. So. I fucking love this movie. I even have the soundtrack to this movie, which is bizarre. I'm on the lookout for. There's one DVD of this that I'm on the lookout for. It's the educational version, which I think is only I want to say somewhere between 40 minutes to an hour, something like that. It was given out to schools for like health classes. And some of them had popped up before on eBay, but usually they're very expensive. But sometimes I check like Goodwills and stuff like that because you never know what's going to pop up. Here. So, all right. So, yep, that was good old Super Size Me. And the sequel, if you're curious, the Holy Chicken one, because like that's what killed me was like, whenever I went to fast food restaurants, I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll just get chicken. I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with the chicken, but you know what? Morgan Spurlock didn't really dig into that. So I'm just going to eat a chicken sandwich from fucking McDonald's instead, Then when the sequel came out, I was like, boy, I wonder what the sequel is going to be. And it was Holy Chicken. I was like, holy fuck, man. Nah, he's going to ruin chicken for me. But he actually didn't. He didn't really ruin it for me and everything. It's actually a very informative one in case you're curious and everything. Like, if you've ever wondered what the fuck free range meant on your fucking chickens and everything, you'd be surprised what it means, and Holy Chicken kind of fucking tells you about it. It's pretty interesting. I will say it's nowhere near as good as the original Super Size Me, but it's worth a watch. It's not one that I've gone back and watched again. Like I've seen Super Size Me plenty of fucking times, But like I watched Holy Chicken once, and I feel like okay, I've seen it. It was all right, It was pretty interesting. There was some interesting shit going on in there, But I felt no need to go back and watch it again. All right, next one here, number 19. Morgan's chicken documentary was great. Yeah. Like I said, the most interesting thing I learned from it, because I've always wondered what they meant by free range, and they go into that in Holy Chicken, and I was just like, okay, that's interesting how they define that. All right, number 19, I think. Where was it last? Oh, no, it's in the same spot it was last time because it almost didn't get put on the list here. I was gonna put something else here, and I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna keep it here. Childhood classic, all that good stuff here. No better way to introduce it, So number 19, favorite movie, The Monster Squad, man. This like growing up was again like the video store rental, Fucking, I agree. It was crazy to see the chickens can literally, a foot outside the pen. And that's free range. That's fucked up, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you, Captain Spoilers. Monster Squad was like, you never seen the Monster Squad? Oh my god, come on, you guys. But yeah, this was like a video store. This was like the one where like fucking like, oh, what you really wanted wasn't in, but is Monster Squad in? Well, fucking I'll just rent Monster Squad again. So I don't really have any more anecdotes about this fucking movie than I said last time. Really, it's in the same spot it was last time. Yeah, Death Punch. Come on, man. This is a 80s staple. This is like it's PG, but it's like right before they instigated the PG-13. So it's like that weird, like, it's that weird 80s PG. Wolfman's got nards. Oh yeah, you're missing out, man. Yeah, it's on Prime. Oh yeah, let's see where this is at. Hold on. Prime. Okay, that's the only place it's on Prime. For free, that is. And there's a great DVD edition of it. I know one of the prints is kind of rare-ish now for physical media collectors. It's either the DVD or the Blu-ray, one or two, and I think there's a 4K floating around out there. And yeah, so if you're into physical, I forgot which one is rarish though, and I don't feel like looking it up, but if you're into physical, And there's some great stuff on the DVD. There's a great documentary about the making of, and I want to say there's a good commentary, but I can't remember any bits from the commentary. But anyway, all right. So that's all I really got about the Monster Squad. And the Dracula here, Duncan Sheik. No, not Duncan Sheik. That's a fucking '90s singer. I know it's something Duncan. Anyway, he was voted like one of the best portrayals of Dracula on film, like ever. You know, a little '80s kids movie, and he was voted one of the best portrayals of Dracula, up there with like fucking, whatever, like what's his name, Lugosi, and fucking what's his name from Bram Stoker, shit like that. All right, number 18. Number 18 did come down a little bit from last time, but once I had to factor in all the other changes I was making here and everything. And plus, you know what, to be honest, it's been a long time since I even watched this movie. And it's one of those ones that I've seen so many times growing. Oh, okay. It's one of those ones I've seen so many times growing up that, like, I can just think of the movie. And it's one of those movies that, like, man, I could go for watching that movie. The moment you think of that movie, literally the whole movie just plays in your fucking head to the point where it's just like, well, fuck, I don't need to watch it now. And that's how I kind of, and it's not a bad thing. It's just like, well, fuck, the whole movie played in my head. What the fuck do I need to pop it in for now? And that's how I feel about this movie. It's a great movie. I love it. I remember my sister's boyfriend telling me about it. He's like, here, you've never seen this. You'll love this. And I rented it from the video store and I fucking fell in love with it. So number 18 favorite movies. The Goonies. Good enough for you, it's good enough for me, it's good enough. It's good enough for me. I've been listening to like a lot of Cyndi Lauper lately too, by the way. Like a lot of these like fucking physical media Facebook groups pop up on my feed now, and one of them is like a VHS collector set, and like they came out with apparently there was a Cyndi Lauper live in Paris VHS tape, and I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. So I go to YouTube and I type in Cyndi Lauper live in Paris, and the whole tape is on YouTube, and I start watching it. And I was like, wow, she was actually a pretty fucking bomb ass fucking performer back in the '80s and shit like that. And anyway, long story short, I've been listening to like a lot of Cyndi Lauper like that. Fucking hey, you guys! All right. Oh yeah, we see this. This is my dream, my wish. It didn't come true, so I'm taking it back. Taking them all back. Anne Ramsey, fucking Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Feldman, of course, Joe Pantoliano. Who else am I missing here? Scott Cohen. Yeah, I believe that's his name, Scott Cohen. Is that his name? Who plays Chunk? One of the best lines in that movie no one ever fucking talks about. It's not, they always say fucking, hey, you guys, and fucking, fucking one of the best lines in that fucking movie is like fucking when they're fighting over the fucking pizza, and it's just like, oh, you give me a pepperoni. It's like, hey, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shoot each other with some damn pepperoni or something. They're gonna shoot each other with pepperoni. That's one of the funniest goddamn lines in the movie. No one ever fucking talks about it. I can't remember it like off. Oh, now I gotta look it up. Hold on, the Goonies pizza scene. Yeah, try that. Yeah, here it is. Okay.
Pizza. Pepperoni.
I gotta admit, it's impressive that he can smell what kind of pizza it is from the fucking basement. You have to admit.
My pepperoni then. Why pepperoni? Huh? Come on, let's kill each other over the pepperoni.
Yeah, come on, let's kill each other over the pepperoni. The best lines in the movie. No one fucking talks about it, man. You know, fucking it's always, hey, you guys. That's what gets all the fucking credit and shit. And fucking my dreams, my wish. I'm taking them back. And shit. No, it's never fucking. Yeah, we're gonna kill each other over the pepperoni. That's the fucking best line, man. Oh my god, so good, Lord. All right. We got to bring it down a notch with this next one. Now, this next one is one I can't believe I even forgot. But this one here, again, this was during a time where like I was going to the theater a lot, and so when you're looking around the theater, you see the different posters and everything. And believe it or not, there was 2 movies ever that for some reason sold me on a poster. Well, I think technically 3. You know, but one of them was kind of like word of mouth and everything, so I don't really count the poster. So anyway, 2 movies ever sold me on a fucking poster. One was Under the Tuscan Sun. I don't know why, something about the poster. I like Diane Lane, what can I say? And for some reason, something about the fucking poster for this next movie, I'm just like, I don't know why, but I want to check this out. You know, and I saw the trailer for it, and usually not my fucking cup of tea, you know, these type of movies, but went and saw it, and there's like a moment at the end where I was just like, this motherfucker owes me a check. Okay, because like I've lived this. Just fucking take this conversation and put it in a different scenario, and like this motherfucker owes me money. You know, but overall, it's still a great movie. You know, it just got a little too personal in there, and I think that's why it's kind of on the list a little bit there. Because like there's like a very personal moment in there, but like everything else kind of melds well. Plus the soundtrack really plays a huge part in this, and I still listen to the songs from the soundtrack to this day. So my number 17 favorite movie, and just so you know, that is not the poster I saw. It's this one right here. This one right here, Garden State from 2004. Probably some good pepperoni. I mean, yeah, if he can smell from the basement and they're willing to fucking die over it, you know what? You got a point. Yeah, that is some good fucking pepperoni. Never watched it. Oh, man. Great movie. Great movie. It's Zach Braff's like, I will admit, it's an artsy fucking movie. Okay? I'm not going to fucking like sugarcoat it. It's artsy. All right? It has a great cast in it. Zach Braff is great in it. Natalie Portman, fucking great in it, and everything. There are a couple moments where it's just like fucking whatever, dude. You know, like you see, like what he's like. You see, like this is your artsy bullshit. You know, I will admit, but like I think like a lot of the dialogue I really like. I really like the story between him and Natalie Portman. But like I said, it just kind of really hit home in a certain, you know, part, you know, because like I said, there was like a moment at the end where I was just like, should I sue them? Or, you know, how do I go about this? You know, because I was just like, motherfucker, like, you know, kind of hit home, but overall, I still enjoy it. And like I said, the soundtrack's amazing. Coldplay's Don't Panic. That's what it is. Coldplay's Don't Panic. Frou Frou's Let Go. I believe Iron and Wines, Such Great Heights is also on that soundtrack too. So yeah. So I forgot we forgot to examine here again. So yeah, it's on Disney Plus, Hulu. That's where it's available. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's something to behold. You know, really listen to some of the dialogue is what I can say, and really like pay attention to the relationship is what I would say, or relationships. I would say that's where you're really going to get the most benefit, I think, from this movie and the soundtrack. That is, you know, but there's some movies where I can understand, people walking away from and being like, I didn't really like that movie. And sometimes people walk away from a movie and they're like, I didn't like it. And you're like, what? I don't understand why you didn't like that movie. This is one of those movies I can understand, like, like, what'd you think of it? And they're like, I didn't get it. I can understand. Like, I totally get it. All right. So that was what, 17? Oh, number 16. Oh, man. Number 16 is a movie I totally fucking discovered when I was not age appropriate to be watching the movie. Like a lot of the movies on this fucking list. Well, maybe not a lot of them. One, yeah, maybe two, three. We'll say four, five, six, seven. About one of seven on here. That I probably discovered when I probably shouldn't have been watching it, but um, but I found it humorous as a kid, and you know, growing up watching it, it's like, oh, now I understand that because fucking I understand the word fellatio, like shit like that. I'm not saying there's a fellatio joke in this movie, but I'm just saying that's an example of like when you grow up, like when you're fucking 5 and they say fellatio, you're like, what? you know. But when you're like 16 and you hear the word fellatio, oh, I get that joke now, Then when you watch it again, you may get something else. And this was definitely one of those movies. And then when you watch a lot of fucking movies and everything, you really start to notice other shit, and I really enjoyed the soundtrack to this movie. And so number 16? A Fish Called Wanda. It's good, yes. I'm so very, very. I gotta play that part. That's the part I gotta play. Hold on. I'm sorry. No, not the upside down one. Yes, there it is. Very, very. Fuck you! So very, very. Fuck you! Oh my god, so good. I've never seen the entire movie, man. This was like my introduction to John Cleese, like his brand of humor and everything like that. Like this was always like my frame of reference to him and everything. But yeah, this I always, and then like growing up, like is when I really started to appreciate the soundtrack to this movie. I'm like, this is actually a fucking bitchin' soundtrack to this movie. It is playing for free on a lot of places. So Death Punch. Once you get done reading my book, you need to fucking watch this right here. I remember like my family, we wore out this tape. See, I like this, like, okay, this has like always been a nitpick of mine, but like this is like the original VHS cover as well. This is like the movie poster right here. But also when the original VHS came out, this was the cover right here, right? But when it first came out on DVD, this was the cover. Which I'm like, the fuck, man? Like, I guess. Then they did a special edition, and this was the fucking cover. I'm like, okay, we're not getting better here, man. Like, why couldn't we just keep this for the fucking spruce that up, brighten it up, man, and get it for the DVD, man. That's all I wanted, man. Yeah, the VHS cover's fucking dope, man. I was actually when I was still looking, when all my Goodwill still had like fucking shit tons of VHS to look through. That was actually one of the ones I was looking for before they got rid of them. I found the last VHS I was looking for was Ghost with Demi Moore and Swayze. But like the tape, there were certain tapes that they were gray, and I found one. And I also found a VCR that day. So I put the tape in of that gray Ghost tape that I finally found after months of searching. And I put it in the VCR to test it. And I was just like, all right, we're good. Eject. I pulled the fucking tape out, and the tape was stuck, and it ripped the tape. I was like, you fucking motherfucker. I was like, it took me fucking months to find this tape. But I was like, you know what? Fucking whatever. I at least found the tape. Whatever. So, I didn't buy the VCR, obviously. So then I go up to the counter. I had a couple other things. And the lady, she's like checking the inside of the tape to make sure everything's there. And she was just like, oh, this one's broke. I was like, yeah, I used it to test the VCR back there. That's not broken. The one that's on the table there, you'll see it. And, it ate my tape, but I'll just go ahead and pay for it. She was like, oh, no, we don't want you to buy it if it's broken. I just wanted the fucking tape. I was like, no, I'll go ahead and pay for it. And she was like, no, we don't want you to do that. And she threw it under her fucking thing into like a trash can. I was like, son of a bitch. Another 3 months later, I'm still looking through like the remaining tapes, and I finally fucking found one. So... But it was just the fact that, like, I was like, all right, I just found the gray tape. That's all. Yeah, I was happy with just like, all right, fine, I fucked it up, but like, fine, I found one. Cool. But thankfully, like 3 months later, I finally found. Then, like all my Goodwills, they just stopped fucking carrying. Now they only have like 15 VHS tapes, and like most of them are like Disney ones. And that's another thing. I know there's only like 3 people watching right now. And oh yeah, I have to make all these private now when I get offline. But whatever. If anybody stumbles in during this fucking rant, listen, motherfuckers. All right, I don't care if it's a fucking Disney VHS. I don't care if it's the Little Mermaid fucking VHS with the fucking cock on it or whatever. Unless it's a fucking VHS tape signed by fucking Walt Disney. All right, then it ain't worth anything. Okay? It's VHS tape. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Out here grading your VHS tapes and shit. All right. Sorry. Got sidetracked there. All right. Number 15, which I think also was in the same place as last time. Again, it's like another one. I wouldn't say, I think it was kind of like on the borderline. I discovered it of like, it was PG-13. I was about in that age range during the time I discovered it. So maybe. So probably 6 on here. I probably discovered when I shouldn't have. And that's just on this list. I'm not talking about like other movies either. So this one was another one that, like, growing up, it was one of those weird ones because, like, growing up, I would watch shit like Tommy Boy, like, over and over and fucking over again, and never be fucking tired of it. You know, I can still to this day watch Tommy Boy and be like, nah, you know, not here, not so much here, but right here. You know, like, nope, not a thing. You know, just like, all right, what can I get? Jesus, what happened? Like, I knew it. Still gets me, man. It still gets, and this was one that, like, kind of like it's funny, but it also has moments where, like, it's, not funny, you know. But it's a really good movie. And now this is one of those movies where they're trying to fucking, like, what is it? Backwards cancel or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, retro cancel. Um, and which I just think is fucking ridiculous. So my number 15 favorite movie. Um, well, not Big Fish. There it is. Big with Tom Hanks. Yeah, The Mummy. Yeah, that fucking. I could probably find a group. The next time it shows up on my feed, I will send you a group. There's probably somebody will pay you like fucking $9,000 for it. Listen, don't get me wrong. I love the VHS format, but one day the VCRs I have left are gonna break. You know, and when they break, that's it. Fucking, it's over. You know, that's when it's gonna be over. You know, love this movie. I must have rented it almost as big as great. I don't know. Yeah, Big was just, oh man. I'm trying to think, is there any fucking antidotes I have about Big? Yeah, I don't have any like fucking anecdotes or fucking anything on this, man. But it just maybe oh, that's something. Okay, so like they're trying to like retro cancel this now by saying like the scenes were like, Tom Hanks being older and shit. You know, like him and the girl getting it on and everything. I'm just like, oh my god. You know, I'm just like, no. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, rock, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, rock. Okay. I met a girlfriend, a Trisket. She said a biscuit, a Trisket. Okay. Ice cream, soda pop, vanilla on top. Ooh, Shanita, walking down the street 10 times a week. I met it. I said it. I saw my mama strutting. I'm cool. I'm hot. Suck me in the stomach 3 more times. I may have seen that movie once or twice. Maybe. But a little bit. A little bit. Oh, man. Is Taylor here for this next one? Damn. I really wanted to hear for this next one. Damn. All right, well, this next one is one Oh crap! I lost my train of thought. Hold on. All right, got it. Trying to figure out a way to introduce it. It's one of those ones that you never thought you would see it come to life. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones that like they talked about it for a long time. You know, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a movie, and it's like, okay, whatever. You know, we're gonna make this movie, okay, whatever. You know, and then like, holy shit, like, is it gonna happen? And then it finally happens. You know, so then you're really fucking jazzed for it and everything. Um, and then that's where you're really playing with fucking fire, because when you really get fucking jazzed for it, you know, then it has a lot to live up to. You know, because then if it really sucks, then you're, you know. But thankfully, this one not only lived up to it, I fucking love it. It's one of my favorite movies now. I've watched it so many fucking times. It's so fucking good. So my number 14 favorite movie. Corner Gas, the movie. There's a TV show that goes along with it. If you haven't seen the fucking TV show, it helps a little if you probably see the TV show. But if you just go into this blind, I think you can have a good time with it. You might be lost on a couple jokes in there, but if you just want to watch the movie, I guess go for it. Yeah, the cartoon's a good time too. Fucking love the cartoon. You know. Plus, if you've ever wanted to see a fucking werewolf fight a robot, this movie's gonna have that. You know. It's free on a lot of shit. YouTube, Amazon, Roku. It's free on a lot of shit, I'm telling you. And a lot of channels on YouTube now have all the episodes of Corner Gas now. If you've never seen the show either. And like I said, I think you can probably enjoy the movie without seeing the show. There might be a couple jokes that might go over your head. Like I think the last ending joke might be like, huh? You know, but I don't know. I think a couple things might go over a new viewer's head. You know, I think Tay said her dad likes it. Taylor hates this fucking show, even though she's never watched it. Oh no. Come on, lighter. Come on. You have enough left. Come on. Just like this last one. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. Not yet. Come on. Don't go. All right. Rest easy. You're good. Good job. My vent is right there. So. Tell Tiny Tim that Daddy won't be coming home for Christmas. Okay. Tell Scarlett I do give a damn. Okay, sorry. That's why I wanted Taylor here for this, because I just wanted her to be like, I hate you when this movie comes up. But like I fell in love with the TV show to the point where like my mom actually watched the TV show. You know, and like I would just check out in her room every now and then. I'm like, what are you watching? She's like, oh, this show called Corner Gas. And I'd come in and watch it and just be like, nah, and just, you know, walk out the room and everything. The joke that got me, I've told you guys before, the joke that got me was like, it was like the quote unquote dumb character here right here where my mouse is, backwards hat and everything. He's playing Scrabble, and they're like, is not a word. And he's like, I think I have a DC comic book that would disagree. I was just like, that's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever heard in my life. So I eventually had to seek out the whole series and watched it and fell in fucking love with it. Hold on. Okay, I take it to this episode, I guess. The hell? They don't just have clips of this one, do they? No. Why is everything going to be a fucking scavenger hunt? Okay. All right. I'll play. I'm only playing that bit.
Put this S down at the end of it for a point. Or is that 3 points because of the triple word score?
No, that's actually 45 points.
I knew
Oh,
it.
wait, this isn't the part. I think it's later on. Here it is.
Since I was able to use all 7 of my letter tiles on this turn, I believe I get an extra 50 bonus points.
That's not how you spell
I got a Superman comic that begs to differ.
So, Mrs. Tucker, just...
Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh, rest in peace, Janice Wright. Oh my god. He's not wrong. I know she's so cool, Janet fucking Wright. Oh my god. God bless her. The way she delivered that too. That's not how you spell. Oh man, so good. Okay, all right. What was that? Number 14. All right. Oh man. Okay. All right. Number 13. Here, number 13. I think is gonna. I'd be shocked if none of y'all haven't seen this one. Elijah's probably seen this one. I'm sure Death Punch has seen this one. I don't know. Diana might be the wild card on this one. I don't know if she's still here. Lucer was here for fucking one of them, and then poof. Anyway, once we got to the top 20, Jennifer was just like, all right, time for me to fuck off. Anyway. So this next one, I know I've mentioned this to y'all before, where like my mom used to manage 7-Elevens, and the 7-Eleven she had, had videotapes for rentals and shit, and they got rid of that shit. So she took home all the fucking tapes because they were just like, fuck it, we're not doing them anymore. She was the manager, do with them what you will. So she took them all home. That's how we're able to discover movies that I really shouldn't have been watching, like Hellraiser 2. I'm trying to think of some examples. Jumping Jack Flash was probably one of them. That's how I've discovered like obscure movies that like not a lot of people have heard of, like Gotcha. If you've heard of the fucking 80s comedy Gotcha, fucking give yourself some fucking brownie points, man, because that's an obscure one. And another good obscure one, the fucking comedy The Long Shot. That's another fucking one that I discovered here. And this one happened to be in there. And it was just, I don't know. I mean, right up the alley, I guess. And again, this was like another one. Like growing up, I'd watch, and there were a couple things sprinkled in there. I'm like, oh, oh, I get it. But number 13 would be Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I got to go see Bogus Journey in theater. So when they have finally announced the third one, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm finally going to go get to see the third one in theater. COVID shut the fucking theaters down, man. And the only theater that was playing the third one was like 40 miles away. And I was just like, fucking, I love Bill and Ted, man, but like 40 fucking miles just to see this movie, man. I just couldn't do it. Like I always loved how like Alex Winter fucking delivered the line of this guy Mayhab, dude. Like what do you know about George Washington? Had wooden teeth, chased Moby Dick. And he's like, this guy Mayhab, dude. Man. My theaters were still closed when the third one came out. Yeah, they like. I was mad. Man, me too, man. So I just fucking ponied up the fucking $25 and bought the Amazon one and watched it on like a fucking big TV. That was the best way I could fucking watch it. I was mad as fuck. All right, the next one I think just fucking needs no introduction. It doesn't need one. I'm not. this is one my mom actually gave me to fucking watch. You know, my mom was like, "Here, watch this. You'll dig it." And I'm like, "All right, I guess." You know, and I don't know, it was fucking creepy, you know, and shit. And the main reason she wanted me to watch, she was like, "Wait till the end and shit." And then that ending happens, and it fucking, spoiler alert, if you don't know the fucking ending of Night of the Living Dead, like, public domain, man. Like, fucking, if you haven't seen Night of the Living Dead by now, what the fuck, man? But that ending of Ben thinking salvation's right outside the door, and then boom, Ben dying right at the end is, what the fuck? You know, like, oh man, you know, and then finding out later in life that, like, oh, there's more of these movies. Dawn of the Dead. I'll admit, Dawn of the Dead is fucking the most terrifying one of the fucking original three. I'll be honest, man. Like, when it comes like scaring the fucking shit out of somebody, like, if you want to scare a child shitless, show them fucking the beginning scene of Dawn of the Dead. They'll if they're acting up or some shit, show them the beginning scene of fucking Dawn of the Dead. You know, they'll shit their fucking pants and they'll apologize and go to bed. Okay? Day of the Dead, not really my fucking jam. There's some fun shit in there. The effects are fun and everything. But I think, like, when it comes to like getting me hooked and like kind of really pulling me into the horror genre, it has to go to Night of the Living Dead. You know, first time I saw it, it was a Halloween night. This is one I wish like a theater near me would play one night. You know, I mean, like, yeah, you can watch it like fucking for free on YouTube and all that shit, but like, I would like to go see it on a big screen. Like, go to the theater and fucking watch it. This is one I've never seen on the big screen in theater. Day of the Dead, the scene really got, yeah, like how that's done is really well and everything, but like, I don't know, just some of the parts of that movie, you just, I don't know, it's not my favorite, you know. Land of the Dead is kind of like a fucking Halloween Resurrection to me. I dig Land of the Dead a lot because I got to go see it in theater. You know, to my knowledge, I think it was the first and, to my knowledge, only George Romero directed movie I got to see in theaters. I might have to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure it was. And I kind of dig it anyway. You know, I checked it out again on video to make sure. And I was just like, yeah, okay, I still dig this. This, you know, there is a couple goofy shit in there that I'm just like, whatever. You know, Survival of the Dead is just right where I fucking just like, just George, just fucking stop, just stop making shit. You know, and then unfortunately he passed away. You know, but that's the one I won't watch. And that's the other one. Like, I actually dig Diary of the Dead. People, Diary of the Dead sucks and everything. Man, I get down with Diary of the Dead. I actually fucking dig that one. I mean, it's not the fucking best thing in the world and everything, but like for a found footage zombie flick, I get down with it. But like Survival of the Dead is the one where I'm just like, please, George, just what the fuck, man. And then it was gonna make I want to say the next one is Twilight of the Dead. Never seen Diarrhea of the Dead. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, diarrhea. Sorry. Are you done, Mr. Smartass? Yes? All right. All right, now this next one, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, maybe Death Punch has seen this. I don't know. He's going to be the wild card on this one. If Diana is still here, she has seen it, I believe. And I'm going to say Elijah hasn't seen this one. But this next one, let me think of a different way to introduce this, because if I say that story, y'all going to know it right away because I've done it before. Okay. Kind of like same way like before, but a different way. But okay. So like before, it was kind of like a way of like, oh, you're really pumped for it. You know, like it's something like you're really jazzed for, because it's one thing when you're like, oh, you see a trailer and you're like, that looks interesting, I'm going to go check that out. But like when it's something like you hear about from conception, then to trailer, like, oh my God, this looks fucking amazing. Then to go see a movie and then it sucks. Then it's just like, this son of a bitch. You know, like fool me once, shame on you. But, you know, fool me 9 times. Yeah, you know, fuck. But this one was one of those ones that like I felt not only lived up to like almost every expectation you could live up to. Like it did everything it could possibly do for you. So it's up there. It's up there. Because it's based off one of my favorite fandoms. So the my number 11 favorite movie. Why are you doing that all of a sudden? Okay, I don't know why I came here, but all right. What are you doing, computer? Oh. Why is this being difficult? There we go. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Okay. Okay. I haven't seen it yet, but it's coming. Are you? Have you seen the series yet? I've seen a couple episodes of the series. Never watched the TV series or the movie. Oh man. Oh man, you're missing out, man. It's a fucking funny series. I was gonna say, if I just tell them the fucking story of dragging my family to the theater early again, like, oh, oops, too far. All right, I was stuck in here. All right, that was number 11. All right, so that's the halfway point. Let's actually take a breather here because it's actually been just you two, which I appreciate. Don't get me wrong. So let's actually take a little breather here. You know, I fucking hate performing like a dancing chimp to 2 people. So, you know. It started off so well. Okay. The funny thing is that my mom like hated that I watched Sex in the City. She fucking hated it. She's like, I don't understand why you watch that, yeah. Like, hated that I fucking watched it. Okay. Like we went through the whole like fucking like, we're never gonna buy the series and all that shit like that. So I spent $200 of my own fucking money to buy the complete series that you can go on eBay right now and buy one for $15. You know, geez, yeah. I'm telling you, okay, 8 o'clock. If you don't know the story, here's the reminder. When I had like money, I came into some money on a Christmas and everything. And plus I was like returning this camera because like I wasn't satisfied with it that I got as a gift and everything, but my family was still talking me into keeping this fucking camera. So I ended up buying this cord that they told me I needed. It still didn't fucking work, but I was like, whatever. I found other uses for this camera and everything. So lost that, it was a wash on that. So I had $200 and everything. And it came out just that weekend. It was the entire Sex and the City collection. At the time, there was no movie, anything like that. It was just the 6 seasons that came out. That was it. Over and done with. $200, $199.99 at Best Buy. And I was just like, I'm gonna buy that. My mom was like, no, you're not. I was like, why not? And she was just like, well, why? That's $200. That's everything you got. And I was just like, let me ask y'all something. Is anybody ever gonna buy that for like a holiday or like a fucking birthday, something like that? And they were just like, well, no. I was just like, okay. And I picked it up off the shelf and I was like, are we all ready? And they're like, you're seriously gonna buy it? I was like, yes. So no, but here's the sweet irony to it. My mom starts watching fucking the Sex and the City episodes on fucking TBS, the Superstation. And she's like, hey, I was actually watching it on cable here, and they're actually pretty good. They're funny. And I was just like, you're late to this fucking party. I was a step away from I was like the conductor about to kick her in the fucking chest. Like, no, you're not getting on this fucking train to fucking Fanville. So she ends up using my fucking DVDs to fucking watch the series, and then had the audacity to be like, oh my god, some of those episodes were filthy. I was just like, yeah, you were watching them on TV fucking S. These are the HBO ones. $50? Fuck no. I saw one on eBay for $15. 1.5. I looked at the description. It said original MSRP $199.99. Parenthesis. If you bought this, you are retarded. I was like, damn, I feel attacked. The 2 episodes I seen were on TBS. Yeah, man, you saw the like fucking edited the shit ones and everything, man. Oh yeah. Yeah, my mom's okay with like fucking blood and guts and fucking everything like that, but like my mom's like not okay with like fucking full frontal nudity and like my mom was okay with like a little like a fucking like topless scene, you know, but like once it became like fucking like, you know, full frontal for just for the sake of full frontal and everything, that's when like my mom was like fucking no, you know. um if there was like a quote, if there was a sex scene and it was like sheets and it was like, you know, like sheets ruffling and shit like that, my mom didn't give a shit, you know. But if it was like steamy and shit, where, you know, side tit fucking jiggling and everything, no fucking no, couldn't do that, you know. Like I told you before, like if you don't remember, me and my mom, we would go to Walmart every now and then. This is still when VHSs were a thing. And like when they'd have like the $10 VHS section and everything, right? And me and my mom, we, you know, we pick a movie. Sometimes we watch together. Sometimes I'd watch it first and then give it to her and everything. Sometimes it'd be something like Burglar with Whoopi Goldberg, maybe Kingpin, Woody Harrelson and Randy Quaid. One time we picked up the movie Revenge of the Nerds. Up until that point, I've heard of Revenge of the Nerds. I've always heard of the nerds. I've heard of all the quotes from it. Never seen the fucking movie. But I had seen Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise, which is rated PG-13. So we bought Revenge of the Nerds 1. So anyway, you know, we get home from that whatever day we're doing grocery shop, because we did like all of our shit in the same day. We did grocery shopping and all this stuff. My mom's watching whatever on TV. I think she's talking to like my sister or quote unquote aunt on the phone or whatever. So I'm watching Revenge of the Nerds. If you've ever seen Revenge of the Nerds, you know what happens. I'm not thinking anything about it. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's what happened. So, you know, we've got Bush, you know. That's another one they're trying to fucking go back and just, it's a fucking movie, man. Leave it alone. Anyway. So, I have a good time watching. Plus, there's a good soundtrack in there. We're like, our house in the middle of our street. You know. They got Thriller in there. And fucking, we are the church. You got a fucking rocking soundtrack throughout that fucking movie shit. Plus some good jokes in there. Shit, we forgot to practice. Good jokes in there. Anyway, so I watched it. My mom's like, hey, are you finished watching that movie? I was like, yeah. She was like, rewind it and bring it in here. I was like, yeah, no problem. Bring it in there. Day and a half later, she was like, you're not allowed to watch that anymore. You know, I was just like, what? You know, yeah, I was banned from watching that one. Like I said, oh, you know what? Like, some violence was banned. Like I said, she wouldn't let me. She would say shit like, okay, I'm watching shit like Last House on the Left. So I'm, you know, closing my door and everything like that. So that stuff I wasn't allowed to watch until like I was like older. Pretty much when like I was buying like my own DVD collection is when that's when it was just like, all right, if you're buying your own shit, I don't care anymore. Watch whatever you want to watch, you know. My mom wasn't a movie person, so she just took my wife for it. Damn, just straight up took your wife? Man. That's rough, man. If it was appropriate or not. Man, that's fucking... I never heard about a wife before, so I take it, you know, they're at it. What an accident. Can't imagine what you were caught watching to where she was just like, that's it. Give me your wife. Just fucking just I just see her grabbing her fucking ankles and she's just like, no, and fucking somebody's holding you back. No, I'm sorry. You know, it's just the fucking saddest fucking thing ever. Anyway, ever watch Porky's? You know, that's one like my mom used to, that was another one. My mom's like, you're not allowed to watch that. And then when I was of like I'm gonna fucking watch it. You know, I don't know. I think I watched it still at an age where I was just like, I don't know. I didn't get it. So I watched it again. And I was like, you know, I just that's all I can say. The scene where the female coach tries to pull that guy's dick through the glory hole is the funniest shit ever. I mean, maybe because I saw it coming. No pun intended. You know, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into the fucking movie then. That's what that's a movie. You know, there's some movies where I'm just like, fuck you. I hated it and it sucked. You can suck a dick. This is one where I'm just like, you know what? If you liked it, right on. Me, I didn't get it. You know, if you fucking like Porky's, you fucking like Porky's. I'm not gonna fucking fight you. You know, me, I just didn't fucking get it. You know? And in case anyone's fucking peeking in, that's kind of how I feel about fucking Videodrome. The scene where the female coach tries. Oh, I just read that. Anyone watch The Wanderers? Never heard of it. Heard of it, only seen clips of it on on Facebook. Wait a minute, The Wanderers. Wait a minute. If that's what I think it is. Oh, no. Come on, Bobby Darin, damn it. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Never mind. Fuck it. Has anyone seen 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri? Man, I heard about that, man. I think, did it win Best Picture that year? It was either nominated or it won. One of the two. All right, let me bring up this trailer real quick. What are you doing? No, bring up the fucking trailer. Oh, okay. It's an older movie. Oh, okay. I just went right by it. I thought it was. Okay, something else. All right, whatever. I don't watch a lot of fucking classic films anymore. The ones I watch, man. Charade, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Night of the Living Dead. I never watch movies anymore. Man. That's cool. What chapter of my book are y'all on? The first page. Oh, damn son of a bitch. The fucking title page. Goody. The Wanderers is like the Warriors. You know, me, Nick, and Shelby did a review of the Warriors. That one I left in Shelby's hands. I was just like, you know what? Usually I sit and watch the movie and fucking write down what the fuck we're doing. And I was like, you know what? This is your fucking movie. I'm just gonna write down some notes that I'm gonna take on this movie. You're gonna write down what the fuck's going on and everything. Because like I've never seen this movie. So I'm just gonna write down my fucking notes and everything. Is that cool? And he's just like, okay, that's cool. You know? They both came out in 79. I've been reading one for a hot. Oh, Jesus Christ on a crack. Then DP and I have another book planned. No. He said fucking Ozzy Osbourne biography and fucking me. Listen to me, you little bitch. Okay? I'm gonna add another wheel to your fucking chair. If you don't fucking admit that there's some fuckery going on here. Hey, watch. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You can get some of these fucking hands too. Remember that. Fucking these hands are fucking worldwide prices, man. Let me tell you, man. Fucking give you that fucking 2-for-1 combo. Fucking we'll add another fucking wheel to the chair up there. Up there in old Canada, eh? They're like, what are you here for? Business or pleasure? I'd be like, fucking both. Okay. Today's not the day. I may take you out with the other. I may take you out with the other wheel. Oh shit. Oh wait. Let's do it. Meet me in the parking lot. Oh fuck. Cool. I'm cool. I'm bringing a fucking sock full of nickels and a fucking ramp. Let's see what I got. Ramp? Why? God, that gets you to go into the ramp and then fucking you flip back and then fucking you're like a turtle on its back, man. Like fucking boom. Come on, man. I gotta think offense here, man. Or defense. Defensive offense. Offensive defense? I don't know. So here, hold on. I'm not going to. So, no, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and then we have. God damn, I'm not that fucking big anymore, am I? Then we have fucking. Okay, so boom. So there we go. We got chair right here, and we got the ramp right here, right? So then, oh yeah, sure. Okay. And then after you go up ramp, I'm on my back now because I went up the ramp and then I went backwards and then fuck, I'm on my back now. And then I'm over here like, haha, because I brought a fucking ramp. Haha, fucking outsmarted you. Haha. And then I brought a fucking bag of a sock full of fucking rolled nickels. Because Death Punch thing comes up behind me. I didn't draw that part, but he comes up behind me and then like I hit him with a sock full of fucking nickels. And I was just like, I gotcha, fucking bows, eh? Fucking they don't call me a fucking artist for nothing. I'm like, the fuck does that have to do with the artist? I'm like, why the fuck you still ask a question? I just hit you with nickels. Anyway, okay. You know wheelchairs work. Oh, no. That's like a weird chair with the picture. Well, I just figured a visual aid would fucking help. It fucking turned out to be better than me talking about my favorite movies. Shit. Oh, man. I miss adult Pictionary. Oh. We need some new cards for that, is what we fucking need. Aha! Claude! Let's see. GPT. Dude, that's a copywritten fucking What the fuck? Oh, wait, hold on. I think I forgot to reload my video. Now, if it comes up, then I know fucking there was some fuckery about. I always get fucked up with the spelling of this. No. No. No, okay. That looks wrong. Screen is black. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. All right, what about here? Now? We are back. Okay. I forgot to Usually when I have to do share screen, I have to like click the tab that I want to share. Then I have to come back to the live tab and everything. But in doing so this time, I did not come back to the live tab. That's what happened until Elijah texted me, which I was about to be like, "Who the fuck is texting me now?" But once I saw it. All right, there we go. I'm about to ask Claude if he's familiar with the board game Adult Pictionary. I'm familiar with Pictionary, but I'm not specifically familiar with a version called Adult Pictionary. Interesting. You might be referring. Huh. So we'll do this. Dictionary, because this is what we did for the 3001 question thing. Man, I'm getting dry mouth like a motherfucker. It's Mattel. I thought it was Hasbro. Good thing I did not type in Hasbro. I'm just gonna be like, you're not familiar with it? Then what the fuck is this? I am gonna say something like that. How does he spell familiar? I don't want him to get me on that after this. No. I don't know why this word fucks me up all the time. Not familiar, huh? No, because then it'd be no. How fucked up is that? They'd be like, not familiar, huh? Then what's this? He'd be like, oh yeah, so there it is. Like, oh. Yeah. That'd be like me fucking with them, and I can't do that. I like Claude. The game works similar. Yeah. Are you thinking about getting it for a game night? Do you have a specific? All right. I like to play it. God damn it. I like to play it live on YouTube, but either A, we have done them, or B, I can't draw them. So, what are fuck? Fuck! Oh my god. Okay. Yes, we can do that. These might need careful consideration for YouTube terms of service. I suggest very careful. Like, I think YouTube's out to get me, man. They're out to get no. Test clues beforehand to see what's drawable. That's it. That's all he gave me. Fuck. All right, Claude, you need a little work in that division. I thought he'd give me a little bit more to work with here, but yeah, I don't think making board game clues is going to be your. How the fuck would I draw situationship confusion? That's it. That's all fucking you. Okay. Catfishing online. Man, these would be. I said freshen up the clues, not make it fucking. Not make shit that's even more impossible for me to fucking draw. I think Friend Zone, I think I drew that one before. Because I drew like a fucking end zone. And, oh, fuck, what was it? Because I remember Jax was here for it. I don't know. Maybe I'll tinker with this and. What is he doing? No, the better question is, what the hell are you doing? You just come in here, and then before we fucking do anything, you just fucking, you just come just strutting that ass in here, huh? You just got me just strutting that ass, huh? Sitting here watching my favorite streamer. Oh yeah, you go watch him then. Let me hear the whole time. Show me bullshit for number one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Same, Jennifer. See, Diana, I don't know. That's a tough call with that one. Because that could be 50-50 on that one. Going back to what Taylor said, if she's still here, be right back. Phone call. I wouldn't use Chat GPT for like editorial reasons because I did run a chapter of this book, the first one, I should say, through it, and I was just like, I want to see what it does. And I was like, here, give me your interpretation on this. And what's the word I want to use here? And I want to be clever. Emotionally good at it. Like everything that was like, what's that meme with the guy? With that guy from the fucking what is it? I don't even know what show it is. The fucking like it's perfect, just perfect. Every minute detail, like what's his name? Like fucking Captain Insane or some shit. Okay. It's the goddamn Iowa in me now. If I want to do something, but fucking living here way too goddamn long. You telling me you've been there the whole fucking time? Oh man. Whew. Yeah, Friday gonna be the next one. We should play a game for happy hour. There's sometimes not enough people here for happy hour. For fucking social hour. What? Stop calling it fucking hour. I like social hour. Show. Okay. Back. Oh, there it is. Dude, you missed it while you were gone. Jennifer was here and she said, whoever's here is going to get a topless photo of me. She sent it to everybody. Missed it. And it's never going to happen again. Even the guy wearing the Babylon 5 t-shirt, he got a little. Yeah. You know? Where's dinner? You know, here's what I was gonna do. So I have a DoorDash credit card. You know, because like my sister, you know, my sister just said fucking. She said fuck cooking from now on, which my sister makes some good food sometimes. You know, but she just said fuck it. I'm just gonna order out now. So, but she got a DoorDash credit card, and I'm not gonna tell you her limit, but the limit she told me, I'm just like, beg pardon, you know, and So for a while, I kind of had like a weird addiction of like just getting credit cards, not just because like, ooh, I could use this, but just to see if I could get them. You know, like, oh, Walmart credit card. Let's see what happens. You know, it was like some weird fucking slot machine I was playing. You know, I had credit cards for shit that I really didn't fucking need. You know, so I had to really stop doing that. But once my sister told me how much she had on her DoorDash credit, and I was just like, I have pretty damn good credit, you know. So I was like, you know what, DoorDash credit could come in handy every now and then, you know. I was the same way. That's how I ended up with the PlayStation credit card. You know, I had that too. That was when I was just like getting anything. I had that, and I didn't really like it. I didn't like the benefits or anything. You know, I think mine expires in another 2 years. So today I'm using my DoorDash card, and I only use it like 2 times a week. So like the most or 2 times every 2 weeks. So like the most I ever owe on this card when it's like fucking payday is like $40, if that. So at the moment, I owed only $25. You know, and I'm doing my account, and I'm doing my math and everything like that. And I'm like, I still got to get gas because I said, fuck it, I'm not going out today. Too fucking cold. You know, and it's gonna be too cold tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to do it Tuesday when I got off work. So I'm doing the math and everything like that. So I was just like, all right, you know what? I'll just pay the fucking credit card off right now, which is only like $25, and then I'll just order DoorDash and fucking whatever. Did that, paid it. I'm looking for something on DoorDash, and then my brain was just like, fuck that, we ain't ordering shit. I was like, yes, sir, brain. Turned off DoorDash app, and I walked to the kitchen. I grabbed a can of another can of fucking Dinty Moore beef stew, which has been like my fucking lifeline for some reason. That and like these chili cheese chimichangas, frozen chimichangas. That's all I've really been eating ever since I've been sick. You know, I get the Dinty Moore beef stew, put some pepper on it and everything. Oh, put some crackers on top. Yeah, but so I'm going to the kitchen to grab a fucking can of Dinty Moore beef stew and shit. My sister's just like, hey, I'm thinking about ordering something, but I just don't know what I want yet. And I'm just like, okay, hold on. All right, just let me know what you want. So I'm just sitting on there, and like I'm looking for suggestions too. I want like the new KFC bowl, you know, that's at fucking KFC. But my sister was like fucking real pissed at KFC because every time she orders from KFC, they fuck something up. So like I'm like, she's not gonna go for fucking KFC. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll just roll the dice. Whatever she picks, I'll go for it. So I'm waiting, and I just hear, hey, do you want Napoli's? Napoli's is like the fucking Italian place around here. And I was just like, all right, get me the veal. She was like, okay. And I was like, fuck yes. I had fucking veal. I had fucking veal parmesan with a side of spaghetti. Oh. I fucking love veal parmesan, man. I was the same way. Should have had more perks. Yeah, because I called the PlayStation credit card and I was like, excuse me, I bought a PlayStation product and I didn't get my points for it. They're just like, what did you buy? And I was just like, fucking, let me just get an example. PGA 2K25 on PS5. And they're just like, and you paid for it with your your PlayStation credit card? I'm like, yes, I did. And they're just like, okay. They're like, do you have your receipt? I'm like, yes, I do. They're like, okay, can you text it to this email? I'm like, fuck yeah, I can. I'm like, fucking, they're going to feel real stupid when they see this. So I send it to them and everything. They look at the fucking thing, the credit card down there. I'm just like, yeah, what's up? What do you got? Huh? I'm yelling at the box. They don't hear me. And they're just like, well, sir, you bought this secondhand. I was like, I don't give a damn. The fucking thing says when I buy a Sony product, it doesn't say how, fucker. It says when I get a Sony product, I get 1.5% fucking back, motherfucker. Okay? So I don't know how you're going to fucking figure it out, but figure it out. That sounds good. Don't fall out of the chair. I thought you was about to. No, I can lean back. Probably something. Just stay on accident. I mean, because to be fair, it just says like whatever percent it was, like you get like 1.5% back on Sony products, and it's just like, all right. I went to fucking, just for example, you just stumble upon this at fucking a game store for $5. So then you're just, okay, like it's a Sony product. I bought it with my fucking PlayStation credit card. I get 1.5% back on it. It's a Sony product. It's within the guidelines that you put for your credit card. They're like, can you mail us that credit card? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I get it back in pieces, Did you get the money back? Oh, that was a bit. That was like a ha ha. Oh, well, I mean, there's some truth in there. I do have a PlayStation credit card, and I do think it is bullshit that I don't understand why I can't fucking buy it from a fucking, like, if it's brand new from fucking Sony for like $79.99. I don't understand why I can't go to a video game store and buy it for fucking $55 on like their used rack or whatever and use my credit card for it. I'm like, I still bought the goddamn Sony product with the Sony credit card. I just bought it in a different format. Like what the fuck, man? I just think that's fair. you know, but that's not how it worked. You know, I didn't really call and argue with it. It's called a bit. It's called a ha ha. If you come with at least a discount to play, yeah, it does. That is true. It does come with a discount to PlayStation Plus. That or they stopped doing that. Because like I'm pretty sure that's like one of the benefits of the credit card. You get like a discount to PlayStation Plus. Like what, you get like an extra discount during the sales on the games plus whatever other discounts they're offering. All that good shit. You know, it's supposed to be like extra beneficial and everything. Not to mention you can use it like for whatever you want, like your gas and fucking groceries and shit. It's not just limited to just like games and everything like that. At least like when I first signed up for it, that they had that. I did use it a couple times. You know, I think I actually did buy. I think I bought 2K23, PGA 2K23 with my fucking PlayStation credit card. Oh, sorry. DPS PlayStation Plus. Matt, I've been stopping at the pawn shops around here to see if they have any PlayStation controllers, and it's the same price buying them just fucking used at the video game store. You know? So I'm just like, fuck, man. You know, like, so now I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna wait till my taxes are done. Why did I say taxes like that? I'm gonna wait for my taxes to be done. What the fuck? I'm gonna wait to get my refund. Let's put it like that. Did you check Facebook Marketplace? Oh, excuse me. You know, I don't fucking trust Facebook Marketplace. I've done one deal through, two deals through Facebook Marketplace. One was an autograph, and that only worked out because he said he'd ship it, and this motherfucker was in town. You know, he was like, "Oh, this is like very close to me. I can just swing by one day and drop it off." And I was just like, "You can ship it." He was just like, "Well, that's like an extra $8.25." Ching. He's like, "Okay, sounds good, man." You know, that was your fucking Michael. That was your Blair Witch fucking autograph, by the way. You know, Jason. That's how I fucking got that, by the way. And the other one, here's a funny story. So this is when I was like hardcore into collecting board games, right? I was on a nostalgia run at the time. I remember having this pocket Wheel of Fortune game as a kid. And I found one on Facebook Marketplace. And I was just like, I want it. Dude only wanted $3. You know? And he was very close by and everything. And I was working at Pizza Hut at the time. And I messaged him and I was like, hey, if you can just come to Pizza Hut at between this time, I'll be more than happy to pay it. You know? And he was like, I might be able to swing by, you know, after work. And I was just like, okay, if you can't, I understand. I'm on the phone with a fucking order. Like, yeah, breadsticks and everything like that and everything. Guy comes in. I go by William, Will, you know, Mr. Willtastic, you know, whatever, you know, don't call me Bill, don't call me Billy, Don't call me Jack. I'm like, what? You know, because it just never made sense to me, you know? Like, it's like Richard and Dick. It's just like, I don't like, what? Like, how did that, you know? I know that's just a Google search away, but like, I'm just like, it just never made sense to me. So, but my manager, who was also William, he went by Bill. All right, right on, go for it. So I'm taking this order. Guy comes in, I just see him talk to somebody, and I'm just looking like, oh. And all of a sudden, here comes Bill, fucking walking to the counter. All of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, 10, 15 minutes. All of a sudden, Bill just looks at me. I'm like, fuck! I was trying to get to it before he did, and I just whip out the cash in my pocket. I was like, and I just snatched the game from him. I was like, thank you. Thanks for bringing it over, man. Sorry about that. Bill was just like, do I even want to know? I was like, no. He was just like, all right. And he just walked away. You can meet them. You can meet them at Walmart for the sell. But when you get rid of PS Plus, you lose the game, so it's weird. At least that's, understandable. Unlike Sono's fucking like, all right, here's your fucking 2,500 credits. But like, fucking, you better use them fucking now. Fucking motherfucker. I never bought on Marketplace, but I've sold a few things. I've looked on Marketplace like hundreds of times for stuff because I'm just like, I'm in this weird phase. I guess this is my midlife crisis. My midlife crisis is, I guess, like it's part like physical media related because like my thing is like, I'm just like collecting TV shows because like I fear the day that like once my sister that lives with me is gone, it's just me. So I'm just like, all right, what's going to keep me company? Just fucking TV shows and fucking, I'm pretty soon by then, they're just going to be able to zap groceries into your fucking mouth by that point. Babe, text. All right. I got nothing. No, she would. The only way that I mean, like the eventual, the fucking like, we pretty much made the fucking agreement. Her and I. Unless I get lucky and meet some fucking cougar who wants to fucking treat me like some little bitch, then I'm like, sorry, miss. You're on your own. She'll understand. No, but you know who is moving out? That fucking dog. That's it. She's done. She is out of here. How do you know your sister will go first, though? Well, I mean, like on the off chance she goes first, then, okay? Let's put it like that, then, on the off chance she goes first. You have a point. I eat a lot of bullshit. So. Poor Chloe. Because plus, like last year when Mom had the stroke and everything, we had to have the fucking uncomfortable talk of like what happens if Mom fucking died and shit, and it wasn't fun. What the hell is it? Did I read this? I've always had people just come to my place. But then again, I've had a pistol on me when they come by. So no funny business. Oh, okay. Chloe's actually keeping her distance from me. I got her a bed listen, before Christmas and everything. I have this like big Nautica quilt. Because you gotta know I fucking love Nautica and shit like that. But at the time, for some reason, like the fucking stomach flu that was trying to kill me or whatever, I couldn't even use it because like I was either too hot or too cold. So like if I would just put that quilt on me for like a second, I'm like, nope. So Chloe, she would get under it, and that's where she would sleep for the night. Right? So I'm just like, you know what she would dig for Christmas, man? I'm gonna get her like one of them beds at the Dollar Tree. They're like the little $6 beds and shit. If you go down a little pet aisle, they have like a little $6 bed, kind of a little fluffy bastards and shit, And like, so like when she sleeps under the blanket and shit, you have like a little bed and everything. So see, I'm not such a heartless fucking bastard to her, So showed it to her on Christmas and everything, and she laid on it right away. And she was like, all right, I kind of dig this. This is okay. All right. So that night, I take it to the bed and I put it under the blanket and everything. I lift the blanket, and she just looked at me like, what the fuck do you want me to do, man? Like, that's exactly how she looked at me like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay, So I took the bed out, I put it back on the couch, and then she gets under the blanket. So I was like, okay. The next night, she gives me this fucking, come on, let me under the blanket type of fucking motion. Now her fucking thing is she wants under the fucking blanket. Once I'm under the blanket, she just leaves the blanket now. And I'm just like, you're really starting to irk my shit with that, Because you're about one away from my fucking, fucking bang pow straight to the moon, Alice. So like now she does that. She'll keep coming up to the bed, and she'll be like, I want to. Basically, I went under the blanket. I lift the blanket. She comes under, and then she just walks back out from under and jumps off the bed. I'm just like, that's it. I'm done. I'm trying to go to bed now. Fuck her. She can go sleep on her bed in the fucking living room now. I don't give a fuck. Every now and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll fucking, like when I'm tossed over or some shit, I'll feel her fucking fuzzy ass there. I don't give a shit. All right, I'm falling asleep, everyone. On Friday, yep. Yeah, let's call it a night, kids. You know what they say, you don't want too much of a good thing. Too bad there weren't enough interest for the rest of the movies there and everything. Maybe another night, But still, it turned out to be a fun night. I had fun tonight, Oh, excuse me. I beg my pardon. All right, guys, I will see you guys Friday. We'll have a little bit of fun before Saturday, and then we'll see how it is. Saturday is always the indicator now for fucking Sunday now. So, it was good. I had fun. It was a good one. I did. I had fun. Too bad it just wasn't enough interest for the rest of the people. Like, we've heard your shitty fucking movies before. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Been fun. I might even leave this one up just for shiggles. We'll see what happens. All right. So the next one. Be breezy.